Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show with your host, Bill Shelton. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
But again, I'd just like to, on behalf of the family, tell Dad thanks, happy birthday, and cheers. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Everett. Happy birthday to you.
We're back at the 85th birthday party for Everett Kircher here at Boyne Mountain, a great gala event going on here, and I've got a couple of very important people with me. One of them, most of our viewers have seen from time to time, either on the Michigan Golfer Show or some of the other things, Jack Beery, the Dean of Golf Writers, and he's got a very special individual. And Jack, I'm going to let you talk to Glenn.
Well, thank you, Bill. And this is five-time Michigan Amateur champion Glenn Johnson, who had the greatest wardrobe of anybody who's ever played in the Michigan Amateur. He was so sure he was going to play every round that he brought enough clothes for it to change for each round. And Glenn has been coming here to Boyne for a very long time and has been instrumental in two of the big tournaments that they have here, two of the big amateur tournaments. Now, tell us some lies, Glenn.
Well, I first started coming up here in 1941 after my freshman year at Michigan State. I was a camp counselor over at Camp Algonquin on Burt Lake, and I stopped over there to see it the other day, and it has really gone to wreck and ruin. But I got acquainted up here. My brother was a counselor at Camp Algonquin, or Camp Charlevoix, and that since has gone under. But my interest in Boyne goes way back to skiing, and when Everett first started the thing, I came up here skiing, and I got acquainted with Everett, and then I played golf, I think, with Steve when he was 7, 8, or 9, and I talked to him about starting this Kircher Cup because they were slow at Labor Day up here, and I thought it'd be a good fill-in, and they thought it was a good idea. So we're having our 27th this year. We'll get 100 teams, all scratched from all over the state and the Midwest, and it's been very successful, and I know that Steve enjoys it.
Got it! Got it! Oh, that's a hug, guys. Come on.
That's all I get, no hug.
He was moving too fast.
Good boy. Nice shot.
And Everett has always been over to present the prizes. And then,
We've
of
had the
course,
very best players in Michigan and the Midwest playing with us.
yeah, we have a really good, strong field, and we get some. Now we have a senior division and a mid-senior division, and we get the real strong seniors. Some in the top 10 in the country have been over here.
And obviously, this event wouldn't be what it is without our distinguished chairman, Mr. Glenn Johnson. Thank you, sir, very much. It's a pleasure to work with you.
And I was also very interested. Bucky Brower was such a good friend of all of ours, and particularly of golf. And Bucky we started that memorial tournament to fill in Memorial Day when it wasn't very busy up here. And then, of course, Bucky helped take it over, and then, of course, Bucky left the building, and they've gone on with it, and that's a very interesting tournament. But this North Country, I love it up here, and I know Jack does, and he enjoyed it when we played. How many times we played at Belvedere?
Oh, many times, and I saw Tom Watson the other day down at the Ford Senior Players, and he says, "You're going up to Charlevoix? You're going to go over to Belvedere?" Because he loved that golf course, and it was his father's favorite golf course up here.
You know, I played in the state amateur 43 times, and I can't believe we must have played 25 on the Belvedere. Tried to play it the other day, and it was closed. At 5:30, there was nobody there.
Well, the amateur is going back there in a couple of years.
Yeah, but they don't care if I show up. But another thing I'm looking forward to is Pete Dye coming up here. And I've known Pete, I was telling Jack, since before he was an architect. He was in the life insurance business, and I played with him at the North and South. But I'm excited about Pete coming in here to see what he can do with this property here. And I know Steve's excited about getting him up here, too.
Kircher said that Glenn was instrumental in bugging Pete Dye to make sure that he got up there.
You know, I had fun with Everett. couple of years ago, Everett said to me, you know, I've fished the world, and I've never fished for walleyes. Can you set it up? I said, sure. So I said, just call me when you're coming. So he called. He said, we'll be there in 45 minutes. And I live right near the U.S. Naval Air Station on Grosse Ile, where George Bush took his primary training. And Everett said, we're on the way. So I had this guy from Canada come over to my dock, and I went over and picked him up at the airport, and we went over and had a great day. I think we got about 17 really nice walleyes. And if Everett hadn't been so strong, we'd have had about 50. But he's been used to catching these 500-pound tuna and rip the mouths out of a few walleyes. But we had a great day, and we went back to the airport, and Bill had a nice case full of ice, and he and Everett took all 17 fish right back to Boyne, and I got nothing.
All right, thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Jack. Enjoy the party here
Shake hands with me here.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Thank you very much. Good.